Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new week, and we are going to continue to solve equations. We're going to take a step back from graphing for this lesson. Alright, but we're still going to be trying to solve equations. So I can solve a non-linear system of equations by substitution, elimination, or graphing. Okay, so like we did last, maybe 2 weeks ago, and even earlier in the year, we looked at solving a system of equations. All right, before we worked with linear stuff, but this time we are going to have some nonlinear stuff mixed in. All right, just to make it a little bit more fun, since we have progressed throughout the year. Okay, so this first way we're looking at is substitution. All right, the way we're going to do this is we're going to take what the second y equals, and because it equals y, we're going to substitute it in for the first y. So we get negative 2x plus 3 equals, all right, the x squared plus x minus 1. And then what we're going to do, all right, get everything on the same side. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides. I'm also going to subtract 3 from both sides. So that gives me x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. And if you notice, right, this is a trinomial. So we're going to try to factor. All right, so we're going to think we multiply to negative 4 and add to 3. So 4 and 1 are our best bets. All right, because 4 times 1 is 4. But since, all right, this is a positive 3, that means the bigger number 4 has to be positive, and this one has to be negative. So then that means we get this to factor into x plus 4 and x minus 1. That equals 0. And now we just have to solve for each of these expressions. So x plus 4 equals 0. X minus 1 equals 0. So you should already be able to tell, all right, what your answers are. So you get x equals negative 4 and positive 1. And that's pretty much all there is to it, because we have done this before. All right, so now what I want you to do, pause the video, and then when you're ready, you can check your answers and then come back, and we're going to do elimination. All right, hopefully those weren't too awful for you guys. Now we're going to take a look at solving systems with elimination. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this, all right, just so it's nicer for me. So y equals x squared minus 3x minus 2. I'm spacing everything out just a little bit more, and then y equals, and then I'm going to put the minus 3x over here and leave a blank spot under the x squared, and you'll see why in a second, and then minus 8. So with elimination, we are trying to get rid of a variable. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get rid of y by subtracting. So what we're going to do is we're going to take both of the equations and we're going to subtract the second one from the first one. So that means, all right, we need to flip the signs on the second equation and then add them, if that's how you want to think about it. So if I do this, I minus y, plus 3x plus 8. All right, and then you go straight down. So y minus y is 0. All right, x squared minus nothing is still x squared. Negative 3x plus 3x is 0x. And then negative 2 plus 8 is plus 6. All right, and then solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 6 over. And then we have a square. Take the square root. But, all right, we can't do this. We can't square root a negative number. All right, so this one is no solution. All right. Other problems, you should get at least one, maybe two solutions, depending on the problem. All right, so again, 2 problems to give a try on your own, and then you can, all right, move on to the last step of the notes. Okay, so we are in the last part of the notes. All right, and if you see here, all right, we have a couple of different graphs that we can have. All right, so right here, when our parabola and our linear equation don't intersect at all, all right, we have no solution. And of course, we encountered this before when we had parallel lines. The second way is when our parabola just is intersected by our linear equation in one point. That just gives us one solution. And then when our linear equation slices through our parabola in 2 spots, we have 2 solutions. So with the last 4, or the last few, all right, these are actually the easiest because you can just let Desmos do all the heavy lifting. So what I did, I typed in the equations exactly as they are on the paper, and then when I pull it up on the computer now, all right, I have one point of intersection right here. No matter how much I zoom in, it's only intersecting at one point. So that right there is my solution. All right, so I just write that down. Oops. All right, and then that is all that you need to do. All right, and I do need to go back to the front. All right, real quick. All right, clarify something. Okay, so when you, in any of these, whenever you find what your x equals, all right, we need to plug these back in to find y. So, oops, and that's really bad. So we're going to plug one of these in to find y. I'm going to plug in 1. I'm going to plug it into the second equation right here. So y equals negative 2 times 1 plus 3. All right. So negative 2 times 1 is negative 2 plus 3 is 1. So that means that solution is 1, 1. And that's what we need to look for in our answers. We're looking for a coordinate pair where these two equations intersect on a coordinate plane. Okay? I'll put up the correct answers, all right, in a picture so you can check. All right, but that is it for the notes for today. And just to show you a little knick-knack that I have on my desk, I have a little Pikachu and a glass Pokeball. And, yep, that's pretty much it. All right, I will see you in the next video. Have a fabulous Monday, hopefully. Peace.